Here's the question, do we do sub or dub?
Oh, we are definitely doing sub for this one. Anyone watching, I am not a sub supremacist. I usually watch dub.
I am.
But in Frieren specifically, I do genuinely think the sub is better voices. As far as like tone goes. Like I think the quality of the voices in English is fine, but it's just the way they emphasize words and stuff. I think the Japanese matches better.
Fuck dubs.
Those are great. Hi guys, welcome to the Modern Idiots. My name is Rory.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Sarah.
Today we are starting a new anime, our second anime on the channel. We are watching Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. We're probably just going to refer to it as Frieren. Tyler, Sarah, do you guys know anything about this show?
No.
More a little bit. I haven't seen it, but I have heard a lot about it and sort of have heard a lot of the hype for it and know the general gist of what it's about, vaguely. But that's sort of it. Don't have any spoilers. So
Okay.
That's good.
I have seen this show, for anyone wondering. Loved it. Thought it was a really just enjoyable experience all around. I think it's a good fit for Sarah and Tyler to watch. And hopefully you guys enjoy our reaction. But without further ado, I think let's get into it.
You called him Tiger.
I'm pretty sure he said Tyler.
Tiger from here on out.
I wish they used a different font color, to be honest.
私たち勇者一行の凱旋です。盛り上がっているでしょうね。青を倒したからといって終わりじゃない。この先の人生の方が長い。酒が飲める仕事がいいですね。
Same, buddy.
フリーレン、君のこの先の人生は僕たちには想像もできないほど長いものになるんだろうね。そうかもね。
So they defeated the Demon King. Now they're heading back home.
That's never happened in an anime before.
Yeah, but that's like usually the end of the story.
Sure.
Hence the title of the show, Beyond Journey's End.
Another blue-haired boy.
Didn't look blue to me.
Said that about Kun too.
Another white-haired boy. Where's the alligator?
Looks pretty blue.
It's kind of white.
That's white.
I'm a big fan of the magic system in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's white there.
You can tell there's a different shade between him and her.
Yeah, one's white, one's
This is
off-white.
off-white.
I was the only one without glasses here.
You got contacts.
まあまあフリーレン、こうして片酒も飲めるわけですし、それでいいじゃないですか。生臭坊主。終わってしまったな。
It's Jover.
そうだね。
I thought it was Gimli.
僕たちの冒険はこれで終わりだ。10年ですか。いろいろなことがありましたね。意味服に食われかけた時は置いてこうかと思ったぞ。そこまでなって言ったのはマジか。この世に置いてこない。まったくクソみたいな思い出しかないな。でも楽しかったよ。僕は君たちと冒険ができてよかった。短い間だったけどね。何を言ってるんだ。10年だぞ。ハイターを見ろ。すっかりおっさんになってしまったぞ。失礼ですよ。元からでしょ。失礼ですよ。
Catching strays.
そろそろか。
I'm pretty sure there's a meteor shower going on here now, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I think so.
Why are we not at the roof?
I don't think we will see it in the city.
エーラ流星でしたっけ。50年に一度の流星群。綺麗だな。街中だと見えにくいね。
See?
人が感動しているんだ。空気を読みたまえ。
50年後もっと綺麗に見える場所知ってるから案内するよ。何？
いや、そうだな。みんなで見よう。
He's being weird.
He's
How
being
so?
weird.
That seemed pretty normal.
What's so funny?
What?
Yeah, 50
That's-
years is like
She's
a
setting
long
a
to
date for
wait.
like 50 years from now. Like
Yeah.
it's a long time to commit to something.
じゃあ私はここで魔法の収集を続けるよ。100年くらいは中央諸国を巡る予定だから、まあたまには顔を見せるよ。
エルフの感覚は分かりませんね。
まったく、いつから生きているのやら。
50年も100年も彼女にとっては些細なものなのかもしれませんね。
暗黒竜の角、うちでは取り扱ってないよ。暗黒竜自体2、30年は見てないね。
そういえば魔王城で拾ったやつ、ヒンメルに預けたままだっけ。
なんか邪悪なオーラみたいなの出てるけど。
もうすぐエーラ流星の時期だし、ついでに取りに行くか。
That was a quick time skip.
だいぶ街並みが違うの。
Is he gonna be all grown up with a life?
Who knows? 50 years is a while, so yeah, maybe probably be old.
フリーレン。
ヒンメル、
Yep. Yeah, hell of a stash though.
漏れてる。
ひど
True.
くない？年を取った僕もなかなかイケメンだろ。もう一生会えないのかと思っていたよ。
あと魔王城で拾ったやつなんだけど。
暗黒竜の角だね。
Is that the
今日
priest?
忘れたことはない
No,
よ。
that's the warrior guy.
ずっとダンスから邪悪なオーラが
It's a him over
出て
here.
たからね。
なんかごめん。適当に納屋にでも放り込んでおいてくれてよかったのに。
君にとっては軽い気持ちで預けたものかもしれないけど、僕にとっては大切な仲間から預かった大事なものなんだ。いつか君にこうして返すべきものだったんだ。
そんな大層なものじゃないんだけどな。
What's them? If he's that old, it kind of seems like the other ones might be dead.
ハゲなんだからこだわったって意味ないよ。
ハゲなりのこだわりがあるの。
He's also much shorter now.
Just
Yeah.
comes with it getting old, I guess.
では、エーラ流星を見に行こうか。
Oh, what?
ずいぶん貫禄が出たね、ハイタ。
生徒の司教ですから。
Older, but not significantly so.
アイゼンはあまり変わっていないね。
そうか、そう見えるか。
さすがドワーフ。
で、よく見える場所ってどこなんだ？
1週間くらい歩いて。
そんなに遠いのか。
まったく、老人を酷使しよって。
I don't think I could walk a week
懐
for that old. Like, dang.
こうして
Got me a horse or
あ
something.
の時に戻ったかのようだ。
I just don't understand why everyone's the same and one guy's really old.
They're all older.
They're
just
all
one
older.
aged worse than the others.
Yeah.
何もかもが新
I mean, you can't really tell the dwarf because of the hair and facial hair, but he's like definitely older. Just
Yeah, but
Aged
he should be
differently.
like a million.
It's 50 years past last time when we saw them when they were younger.
Yeah, and he looked like 40 at the time?
yeah, I agree that he should look older than he does.
And the other guy's probably only, what, like 70?
その美しい思い出の中にはいつも君たちがいた。
He's a priest, you know. Maybe God had said, "You shall not age."
全員が揃うこの日を待ち望んでいたんだ。ありがとうフリーレン。君のおかげで最後にとても楽しい冒険ができた。
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Worth the walk?
Oh no, a week's a while.
Yeah, it only happens every 50 years, though.
That's true.
Looks like a fish. The flowers look like hair if you look at it the wrong way.
Maybe that was his intention.
ヒンメルは幸せだったと思いますよ。
そうなのかな。
あの子ヒンメル様の仲間なんだってね。悲しい顔一つしないなんて白状だね。
Yikes.
おやおや、私たちもしていませんよ。市長は真面目にやれ。この発狂は。
だって私この人のこと何も知らないし。たった10年一緒に旅しただけだし。人間の寿命は短いって分かっていたのに、なんでもっと死のうと思わなかったんだろう。頭なでんだよ。
では私も生徒に戻るとしましょう。これで最後になるでしょうからね。
どこか悪いの？
長年の酒がたたりましてね。天罰だな。生徒によることがあったら私の墓に酒でも備えてください。
ハイターは死ぬのが怖くないの？
世界を救った勇者パーティーですよ。死後は天国で贅沢三昧に決まっています。そのために私はあなた方と共に戦ったのです。
生臭坊主。
Gotta get that good karma in.
それではお先に。
Little insurance policy for the afterlife.
私もそろそろ行くよ。
魔法収集の旅か。
うん、それもあるけど、私はもっと人間を知ろうと思う。私魔法職だからさ、強力な前衛がいると助かるんだよね。
勘弁してくれ。もう物を触れるような年じゃないんだ。人生ってのは衰えてからの方が案外長いもんさ。
そっか。じゃあまたね、アイゼン。
あ、また。
20 years after the death on the outskirts of the city.
何かお探しでしょうか？
Very purple.
どうかなさいま
It's
せん
white
か？
tie.
いや、ハイターって人の家を探しているんだけど。では、お客様でございますね。まだ生きてたんだ、生臭坊主。
かっこよく死ぬのも難しいものですな。酒はもうやめたんです。
そう。今さらいい子ぶったって女神様が許してくれないと思うけどね。
フェルンと言います。南側諸国の繊細孤児でした。弟子を取りませんか？フェルンには魔法使いとしての素質があります。あなたのために連れて行ってくれませんか？
ごめん、ハイター。それだけはできない。足手まといになるから。友人から預かった子を七に送るつもりはないよ。
Reasonable.
そうですか。では別の頼み。賢者エービヒの墓所から出土したものです。この魔導書には今は失われた死者の蘇生や 不死の魔法が記されているとされています。
そんな魔法が実在するとは思
The
えない
path to the dark side.
それも含めて解読をお願いしたいのです。できますか？
まあ56年もあれば。
そうですか。
でもこんなの解読してどうすんのさ。
まあ不死とは言わず、ほんの少しでいいから時間が欲しくなったのです。それと解読の片手間で構わないので、フェルンに魔法を教えてあげてはくれませんか？私は僧侶なので、どうも勝手がわからないのです。
まあそのくらいなら。
So small.
She's like an Oompa
いた。
Loompa.
I mean,
探すのが大
I
変
feel like in no other way aside from the fact that she is small.
Purple hair.
フリーレン様でも私を見つけるのが大
Green
変
Yeah, I think they have green hair.
Some of them had purple in the other movie.
ハイター様からよく言われます。魔力探知にほとんど引っかからない。卓越した魔力の操作技術だ。ハイター様にあの一番岩を打ち抜けば一人前になれると言われました。へえ、ハイターも分かってんじゃん。あれは魔力が離散してしまい届かないのです。なるほ
It
ど
seemed
ね。
like a lot of magic.
どのような修行をすればよいのでしょうか。魔法は好き。ほどほどでございます。私と同じだ。
I like it. I can't really tell what the. I mean, obviously it's only episode 1, so I don't really know what the like overall like plot line's gonna be, or whether it's more just gonna be like an episodic thing. But I feel like it's not. Aside from obviously training Fern, my guess is we'll probably be introduced to some new sort of villain at some point throughout the story. But I'm a fan. It's cozy.
It is cozy. I think, you know, she'll teach her magic, and that's where it'll go from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we need to watch more. I feel like this was more just like an intro to the main characters more than like anything. Like there hasn't been much like world building or like
No.
questions opened yet.
Yeah. I mean, the only things we've really seen are we saw that map at the beginning.
So, yeah.
We saw. I mean, they said that they defeated the Demon King.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of peaceful since.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess deciphering that book of spells, sort of. I know he said like where it came from, or that it came from like the tomb of a certain like sage before or mage. But I guess figuring out sort of what needs to be done there, and I feel like anytime like immortality or resurrection magic is involved, it always ends up being a little like there's always a flip side to it. So
the consequences.
I have to imagine that might be where some sort of villain or issue gets introduced.
Possibly.
But yeah, I feel like that's like the mystery right now.
Yeah. I mean, the big like difference with this show as compared to others is that, like I said before, in the title, it's Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Like
Yeah,
most shows,
exactly.
the journey is going
the
to
show,
defeat the
yeah.
Demon King, like that whole like 10-year journey they had.
Yeah.
But no, the show starts after all that.
Side quest time. After you beat the Pokemon Elite Four.
Yeah, it's like, what then? And especially if you're some sort of long-lived species,
Yeah.
like elves seem to be.
I guess my question is, how did they all meet each other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good
fair
question.
enough.
Seems like an odd assortment of people.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on like how Frieren experiences the passage of time, and like the way the show has like showed that?
I feel like that's pretty normal. At least like for me, I've like seen and read so many different like books and other types of media that have elves in it. They explore this topic. You know, it's a very, I think, typical elvish trope in the sense of like elves always live a long time, and so they experience time and relationships in very different ways.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll have to see what this show does with it, I suppose.
Yeah.
So she's not immortal.
unclear.
We don't know, but we know that. I mean, they were saying, oh, it's like a 10-year thing for an elf is can be a trifling thing to them. Like, so presumably they live a decent amount of time.
Yeah, like we've seen,
More than humans.
we've already seen 70 years go by in a time skip.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then the 10
obviously she can live. I know she
Yeah.
can live longer.
But no, we
than-
don't know if she's immortal or not. But she can clearly live a very long time because she hasn't even aged in like 80 years. So
There's a fun little detail in that little montage when she was at that shop asking for the horn.
yeah,
Like you'd see
Then
him
you
as a
see
young
the guy,
person.
yeah,
and
exactly.
A couple little scenes happen, and it goes back to, and he's way older. And it's a little clue. It's just like
yeah,
how fast time seems to occur to someone who lives that long. You know, I think it's really interesting.
yeah. All right.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to add before we move on to the next one?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
All right.
長距離魔法は魔法使いに必須な3つの要素の合わせ技で構成されているんだけど、1つは魔力の量とそれを打ち出す力の強さ、そしてコントロールする力。さっきは途中で魔法が離散してしまったね。魔力の量と打ち出す力が足りないことを示している。それは一朝一夕でどうにかなることじゃない。けど魔力をコントロールする力はとても高いみたいだね。みんなそこで任せるんだけど、気長に取り組むことだね。はい。
I know food always makes me hungry.
I know. Shall I get that bathing suit?
It's a good one. Sea bear circle.
Our hair is much longer.
The passage of time.
The little hints they give us.
フェルンの修行は順調ですか？
常人なら10年かかる道を4年で越えた。
それだけ魔法が好きなのでしょ
それでも一人前になるのはまだ先のことだ。魔導書の解読の方が早く終わるよ。
う。そうですか。
この魔導書だけど多分吐いた？
そんな顔をしないでください。今までまともに動けていた方が奇跡だったのです。
魔導書の解読急ぐよ。
お願いします。
Run out of time.
フェルン、修行は中止だ。ハイターが倒れた。そばにいてやってくれ。まだ一番いいは打ち抜けておりません。今はいずれではダメなのです。いずれではハイター様が死んでしまう。
She's not very compassionate.
命を救われました。
Which
What do
one?
you mean?
Well, she didn't really seem to react that he collapsed, and then she wouldn't go back to be with him.
I think
I
she's
think this
saying,
was her reaction.
yeah, she's saying she wants to hit the rock before he dies.
今死ぬのはもったいないと思いますよ。もうずいぶん前になりますか。私とは違ってひたすらにまっすぐで困っている人を決して見捨てないような人間でした。私ではなく彼が生き残っていれば、私がこのまま死んだら彼から学んだ勇気や意志や友情や大切な思い出までこの世からなくなってしまうのではないかと。大切な思い出があるとすれば死ぬのはもったいないと思います。
あの方は正しいことをしたのです。救ったことを後悔してほしくない。魔法使いでも何でもいい。一人で生きていく術を身につけることが救ってよかったと、もう大丈夫だと、そう思ってほしいのです。
Like the Harry Potter books.
Did you do it?
I don't know yet.
死者の蘇生も不死の魔法も抱えていなかったよ。知っていたの？
そんなものがあるならエイビヒ自身
じゃあなぜ？
フェルンはどうなりましたか？
まだ荒いところはあるけど、一人前といっても遜色のないレベルだよ。
間に合いましたか？もう足手まといではありませんね、フリーレン。連れて行ってくれませんか？
Tricky.
ごめん、ハ
Long
イター。
con.
それだけはできない。測ったな、ハイタ
解読の手間賃は机の引き出しに。今夜にはここを立ってください。私はあの子にこれ以上誰かを失うような経験をさせたくないのです。フェルンを頼みましたよ。
また格好をつけるのか、ハイター。フェルンはとっくに別れの準備はできている。お前が死ぬまでにやるべきことは、あの子にしっかりと別れを告げて、なるべくたくさんの思い出を作ってやることだ。
フリーレン、あなたはやはり優しい子です。
なんでフェルンを救ったの？
勇者ヒンメルならそうしました。
そうだね。じゃあ私もそうすると
She
する
did
わな。
it. So does that grimoire matter at all?
おかげで
They said it didn't contain any of the things they wanted.
この生臭坊主に
Got me, son of a bitch. Might be useful.
Yeah, right? 26 years after.
報酬は何だったのですか？敏感魔法、温かいお茶が出てくる魔法だって。後で実験しよう。甘いぶどうをすごいぶどうに変える魔法はない。
I feel like I'd want the other way around.
本当に魔法がお好きなのですね。ほどほどだよ。フェルンと同じで。少し違うような気がします。同じだよ。
ここよ。
Look who it is.
ひどいありさまでしょ。年寄り一人ではもうどうしようもなくてね。村の人たちはもう関心がないのよ。こんな仕打ちはあまりにもかわいそうだわ。
いや、自業自得だね。目立ちたがり屋のヒンメルが悪い。
大丈夫？このポーズできないすぎる。
いいだ
東西18時間悩んで職人さんをぶち切れさせるし、結局バカみたいに無難なポーズに落ち着いたんだよね。
魔法ってすごいのね。特にどうぞ寂一つないわ。
フリーレン様、花畑を出す魔法を使いましたよね。そうだね。何か適当な花でも。いや、草月草の花がいいか。ヒンメルの故郷の花だ。でも見たことない花は魔法では。
あの森の奥にも群生地があったんだけれどもね。この大陸での目撃例はもう何十年もないわ。
そう。行くよ。はい。何か隠したの？怒らないから見せなさい。シードロットだね。種を食べる害獣だよ。じゃあフェルン、草月草を探しに行こうか。
Sounds like a
ご
strain.
ざいますか？少し前までこの森の奥に群生地が。何十年も前です。ヒンメル様のためですか？いや、きっと自分のためだ。
It's a good sleep right there.
Indeed. Big pot.
It's very evil looking.
フリーレン様、草月草を探し始めてからもう半年になりますね。そうだね。そろそろ探索範囲を広げようか。
It's not what I meant.
Nope.
フ フリーレン様の魔法に対する執着は異常です。このままでは何年でも何十年でも探し続けてしまう。ありもしないもののために時間を使うだなんてあってはならないことです。
若いわね。
私の考えは間違っているのでしょうか。
そうは思わないわ。だけど彼女の方が私たちよりもずっと大人だから、その気持ちを素直に伝えればきっと分かってくれるはずよ。
これを代わりにヒンメル様の像の周りに植えるというのは。分かったよフェラン。私一人の時間ってわけでもない。潮時だ。もう少し探したら切り上げるよ。もう少しって何年ですか。
What do you
もう
mean?
少しだよ。あなたは本当に諦めが。追いかけてみようか。
It's a nifty spell.
I really like the art in this show.
Yeah. Maybe she ends up being the evil
フ
one.
リーレン様はなぜ魔法を集めているのですか。
Maybe she ends up being evil or something, or some
そ
sort
う
of.
は思えません。
Okay.
Yeah. I imagine at some point they're gonna split up.
前はもっと無気力にダラダラと生きていたんだけどね。
We also haven't seen any of their elves yet.
Yeah.
気持ち悪い。私の集めた魔法を褒めてくれたバカがいた。くだらない理由ですね。そうだね。
Looked like a blue flower petal.
それ花弁だね。シードラットは餌を外敵のいない安全な場所に埋めて隠すと言われている。何箇所にも埋めるから、よく埋めた場所を忘れるんだ。
The squirrels do that.
Yeah.
At least that damn squirrel in Ice Age.
僕の故郷の花でね。僕ほどではないんだけどね。
そろそろ行こうか。
フリー、いつか君に見せてあげたい。
They are very pretty.
あるとは思っていたけど、まさかこれ本当はね。遅くなったね。ヒンメル、これで蒼月草の魔法が作れるよ。なんでそんなに魔法に一生懸命に。理解できません。フェルンだって魔法使いになることを諦めなかった。私が一人で生きていける力さえ手に入れば何でもよかったのです。別に魔法じゃなくたって。でも魔法を選んだ。そうですね。
草月草が見られるなんてね。本当に綺麗。ありがとうね、フリーレンさん。これならきっとこの像も忘れられずに済むわ。
よし。
あら、可愛らしい。
それじゃあ行こうか。
I feel like we didn't learn a whole lot more that episode in terms of like overall things.
But it was cute.
It was a cute episode. I feel like it's planting the seed that eventually at some point her and Fern are going to go off on their own, even if it is amicably.
What makes you think that?
It was like you said, like the time difference and how they experience time is very different. So for Frieren, just like going around doing these random things, like taking 6 months to a year doesn't matter to her. But for Fern, like it seems like Fern's just normal aging human, and one doesn't have quite the same like random curiosity for like random spells, and seems to want to do like more good in the world. And like I don't know, I get it. If I were her, I wouldn't want to be spending 6 months to a year walking around trying to find some random ass flower when I can do like magic.
What would you do? The Demon King's defeated.
Yeah, but there's still like people that I'm sure there's still like human villains that like criminals that can be stopped, or I don't know. I don't know what type of spells or magic she has available to her, but I'm sure there are ways to help. I don't know, the hungry, the poor, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I would say it's not like Frieren's not helping.
Yeah, no, I know. I guess I just mean to like.
Yeah, she's not helping the same way, but
Yeah, she's not helping those that are desperately in need.
No.
I mean, she was also entrusted to look after Frieren by her dying friend. You're not going to go into a combat situation like that, maybe. At least not right away.
But she said that by the time like that he died, that she was a proper mage. I have to imagine that like some like petty criminal isn't really a threat to them. Maybe. It doesn't need to go to war, but like.
Still, someone, your longtime friends.
But also with Frieren, I think it is a little different because she just, not just, but to her it feels like just saved the world. So like, she's kind of been very helpful. She's done her share.
She's on her honeymoon now.
But that's what I mean.
We did the Demon King. I'm relaxing. I'm looking at seeds.
But that's what I mean. Like Frieren wasn't there. Frieren didn't do that.
No, I get what you mean.
No, I see both points of view.
So I imagine at some point either they do different things or Fern is more clear, and instead of doing what Frieren wants to do, they do. Maybe Fern has an idea of what she wants to do, and they do that.
Well, they just solved the seed issue, so now have no real reason to stick around. So maybe we'll see what they do next, and that'll maybe influence what you think will happen after that. But
yeah, I also realize it's been like 6 years now, at least. Or no, it's been 26 years since Himmel died.
Yeah,
so
and that was 50 years after they defeated the Demon King. So it's coming up on like 80 years since the Demon King's been defeated.
But it's been 26 years since she got the tooth back, or the horn.
Yes.
And so like we still don't know what she ended up doing with that.
Why'd you call it a tooth?
I forgot what it was.
No, still don't know anything about that.
And so the fact that that's been like sort of just MIA for 26 years, like makes me think that has to be. She seemed like pretty like invested in doing something with it and wanting to use it for some sort of summoning. So it seems weird that for just like 26 years that would just go into the background.
I think if it doesn't come back up, it'll be a major plot hole.
I mean, she's also a long-lived mage who does magic stuff all the time. Like maybe that was just a magic thing she did.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I feel like a summoning though with like something
and like
that.
sending it off with the birds. It just felt like it was like given a
significance.
No, totally. I just don't think it would be a plot hole. It's just like it's just not something that affects the plot.
Yeah, it goes. No, it's not a plot hole. I guess it would be more of just like a unpaid, like something that just like wasn't paid off.
It'd be annoying to me.
Agreed.
Maybe it's a red herring.
I guess.
But I feel like a red herring's more intentional. I feel like this feels more like something that, if it doesn't come up again, is kind of forgotten.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on the characters we've met so far? We didn't really talk about that after the first one.
I liked Hyder.
Yeah. The priest.
The priest. He was funny.
Just as a recap, we had Hyder, we had Himmel the hero, we had Frieren the mage, and we had Eisen the warrior.
Yeah, I liked. Like Eisen is not a man of many words, but we're so far. So in 2 episodes, we've seen 2 of the 4 die. So I'm curious if we're gonna. I feel like it'd be weird if Eisen just like died off screen. It's possible, but like it seems a little. I don't know. I feel bad for him. Like the other 2 get their screen time and their sort of like dying moments with Frieren, and then he doesn't. So.
Well, he seemed to age the least amongst them,
exactly.
Besides Frieren, of course.
So I hope he comes back. Frieren, like I don't know how to feel about Frieren, and like she just seems sort of like, again, maybe it's because she's an elf, but like she's like clearly has different priorities than like I feel like normal human beings, and she just seems sort of like. At times she seems like very sort of like she obviously has emotions, but other times, like in general, she seems very like apathetic to things.
She's very calm in her demeanor, regardless of kind of like the situation.
Yeah, but
I like her.
I'm interested by Fern. I'm curious. Like she said that he's a war orphan. So I imagine that's probably like from the Demon King War or whatever.
Well,
Oh no, she seemed very young though. She was in like.
she was like a little kid after Himmel was dead and all that stuff.
So no, never mind. But so I'm curious, like, what war is going on? That probably should come. I imagine that will come back into play.
Well, maybe that's why she wants to help.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, I'm intrigued, I think, the most by Fern's character and sort of where that ends up going. I am curious to see sort of like what the... I still can't really tell what the magic system is. Like, they have spells. And like it seems like they need to like collect ingredients and things for different spells, but like at the same time, like they're both also just using like those like light beam things to destroy the rock.
Yeah, they haven't really explained anything about the magic, but we've just seen them kind of use some magic. So
I want to see that, and I want to see how common magic is. So like there's her, there's Frieren, but so far I think those are the only two magic users we've seen. As I mentioned earlier, Frieren's the only elf we've seen so far. So I'm just curious as to like how common it is, and then sort of what their relative strength levels are to the general population. Like it's clear Frieren is the strongest out of those two.
I wish Frieren.
Out of Frieren and Fern, maybe not naturally, like from a potential standpoint, but in terms of where they are now, Frieren is definitely the stronger.
Fern's pretty new to it.
Yeah. So
I don't feel like Fern yet really has a distinct personality.
No. She's kind of just been. I mean, I guess it depends on your definition, but she's been pretty minimal. She's kind of just been
agreeable,
studying, trying to learn magic.
Yeah, I don't feel like
soft-spoken.
I don't feel like I really know much about her.
Yeah.
Or like about like her temper or like anything really about like her thoughts and feelings. Like other than that, she like gets bored after months of doing the same thing, which feels like a pretty human thing. So.
Exactly. I mean, we saw a little emotional moment from her when she was like, I really got to learn a skill to take care of myself to repay Heiter for saving my life. She seemed to care about that a bit. But that was, I think, by and large, the biggest kind of emotion moment from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the only.
Yeah.
So they both have that in common so far. They're both lacking in emotional responses.
Maybe. I think for Fern it might have just been like lack of opportunity, or like in terms like to show that. Like I feel like the times where like it made sense to be emotional, she has been. I feel like there just haven't been that many other like experiences or things in which like it would really elicit a emotional reaction from her. But
I guess we'll see going forward.
Yeah. I don't think anything else from me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching with us. I think we're enjoying it so far. We will see you next episode. Thank you.